There is already controversy brewing for the NASCAR Cup Series race at Atlanta. We are getting reports that NASCAR is severely penalizing Joey Logano, who qualified second for an illegal glove. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. Fox News reporter Bob Pockrass reported this just about an hour ago. He said Joey Logano is starting from the front row, but will have to do a pass-through at the start of the race for gloves not meeting SFI specification. Also, Chase Elliott to the rear for unapproved adjustments. Pockrass would then correct that post, saying Logano will drop to the rear at the start and then do the pass through at the end of the first lap. So he's no longer going to be starting from the front row, but he will have to drop to the rear and then do a pass through at the end of the first lap, which will more than likely put him potentially 2 laps down to start the race. So this is a severe penalty for a glove not meeting SFI specifications. Pockrass went on to say that the NASCAR issue with the Logano glove is it appeared to be altered at the webbing. He then reiterated he will drop to the rear and do a pass-through. We then got this explanation when Ryan Pruitt asked him what kind of competitive advantage was he gaining from a glove being altered to warrant such a big penalty. And Bob Pockrass said when they stick their hand out the window during qualifying to direct the air, the shape of the glove could make a difference. Would think NASCAR or someone told NASCAR noticed it during qualifying. And then Pockrass also says that he expects a monetary fine this week as well to Logano. Dropping to the rear and having to do a pass-through probably puts him 2 laps down, which is what I just kind of speculated, at least 2 laps down, depending on how fast they're going. We also got this explanation here from Larry McReynolds during the pregame show for the race at Atlanta. This is what Larry McReynolds says. And we actually get to see some video of Logano kind of putting his hand up during the qualifying lap and a look at that glove. Let's listen to what Larry McReynolds had to say here.
No, he's going to have to start at the rear of the field and do a pass-through penalty, which Jamie's going to break that down here just in a little bit. And what the violation was a safety violation. Is everything that driver has, the helmet, the gloves, the head sock, the uniform, everything has to be SFI rated. That's a safety rating. Well, the glove that Joey had on his left hand, it was not SFI rated. Everybody does this at super speedways in qualifying. They put that left hand up there to try to block some air. Evidently, NASCAR deemed that glove he had on yesterday, it's not something he would use today in the race, but it was not SFI rated. You can do what Joey did there. Everybody does it, but the glove was not SFI rated, and that was a safety violation.
Joey going to the back of the...
So... according to Larry McReynolds, he's being sent to the rear of the field and then basically put 2 laps down due to a safety violation. I definitely feel like there is way more to this story. And then we're getting Bob Pockrass. He's going to get a monetary fine as well. Clearly, there is something more than a safety precaution here. Clearly, I think NASCAR is thinking he's getting a massive competitive boost during qualifying with that webbing of the glove. I guess I'm not an expert on this. It does seem a little heavy-handed if it is indeed just a safety violation. That just seems utterly ridiculous to send someone to the rear and then basically put them 2 laps down just for a safety violation. Clearly, I think this has to do with some kind of competitive advantage that NASCAR feels like he got from that glove. I think that NASCAR needs to be way more transparent on this and really give us a reason as to why this penalty is such heavy-handed, because right now it just looks like a glove. Really? A glove really did that much? Maybe it did. I get that we're talking about tenths of the second here, and that a glove can potentially do that if you're blocking the air or something like that. But I think we need a much more clear explanation. NASCAR needs to be much more transparent about this, because looking at this on the surface level, it just looks absolutely ridiculous and absurd. And even if you're not a Joey Logano fan, you just got to be like scratching your head like, what? A 2-lap penalty for a glove? Are you kidding me? A safety issue with a glove? Like, what are they doing over there? So I think NASCAR needs to be much more transparent on this. We need a better explanation as to why Joey Logano is getting such a severe penalty for this glove, because I'm sorry, a safety violation just doesn't really add up to me. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.